Hi, I'm Shanya.
And I'm Lily, and we're from Spotlight Daily. Today, we're covering the Special Needs Resource Fair hosted by Sharon Forks Library on Saturday, September 13th. This fair invites people with special needs and their caregivers to learn about local resources available to them. Let's go to Dhatri, who is on site.
Thank you. So we're here today at the Special Needs Resource Fair with the United Way of Forsyth County. So what are some of the biggest gaps and needs that you see in Georgia's support system, and how does your organization specifically combat those gaps?
Yeah, so biggest combat right now that we're having is obviously with schools, with education, with literacy. We're trying to push that in our education system, the mental health aspect. So we try to support financially different organizations that support on that aspect. So we try to provide a little bit of financial support on their end.
Okay, thank you. That's great. And so one last question. Can you share a story about how you specifically impacted a guest's life?
Yeah, so perfect question. So I just started a program called The Basics. The Basics supports families that have little ones from 0 to 5-year-olds, and you're teaching them basic emotional and developmental aspects in life. So a big story, families have came to us that this has been life-changing. We want to continue to do this. We love the support, and we want to continue to thrive in that.
That sounds great. Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you.
Back to you, Lily and Shanya.
Thank you, Dhatri. That resource fair was very impactful, and it included many organizations like Area Experiences, a summer camp for kids, Parent to Parent of Georgia, COP Healthcare Services, and many more. There are several ways to get involved, including volunteering, donating, and promoting awareness of these agencies.
Well, that wraps it up. Thanks for tuning in.
We'll see you next time on SLD.
That's what I would want them to take away, is that we're here to help.
I'm Shanya.
I'm Lily.
And I'm Dhatri, and this is a presentation describing our process of our FBLA competition on broadcast journalism.
So, news stories collect information through documents, websites, eyewitnesses, and other sources. So, reporters also submit their story to an editor who edits this information and reads it to make sure that it's correct and no information is misinterpreted. Next, journalists actually follow a certain journalistic standard or ethics. This includes honesty, privacy, and responsibility. For our event, we went to the Sharon Forks Library and we talked with the manager to get information about the event. Then we emailed the host of the event to double check with her about the accuracy of the information. And during the event, we talked with public organizations like Area Experiences and got information about them and included that in our news segment. So through certain ethics and fact checking, we were able to get good information out and tell our viewers our event.
So, we used professional techniques and tools to ensure quality production. We shot with a 4K camera and we used a lavalier microphone to ensure clear audio quality as well as minimize background noise for maximum production. And for storytelling, we intentionally chose the best clips that would clearly convey our message, and we shot at the best angles. And the editing process, we were sure to sequence the clips in the most logical order in order for the audience to see what message were we really trying to say. And for editing and optimization, we used Vita for quality editing and transitions for seamless connectivity of the parts, as well as factual graphics in order to highlight impactful quotes that we wanted our audience to hear.
Lastly, I'll be talking about our visual and our graphical and our editorial design choices that we made for our news segment. First up, we chose the same intro and the same outro to be kind of coherent during our segment. We didn't want to overwhelm the audience with a bunch of different musics and a bunch of different overwhelming graphics, so we decided to choose the same intro and the same outro to have a coherency during the entire segment. We also overlap graphic elements on top of our recordings and our clips to add some more information to what we were saying. For example, we added a box describing our interviewee so that viewers would know that their information was credible and who our interviewee was. Next up, for our editorial design choices, we used a fade element for the audio and the video. So using the fade element, which had videos or audio fade in and then fade out, this ensured transitions to be very seamless and very coherent during the entire video. We also overlap videos of the fair during our report to kind of grab the audience's attention and make sure that they were still engaged. We also edited a quote at the very end for an impactful message for the viewers to take home and what they should kind of know and understand at the very end about our special needs resource fair. So to reiterate, our story flow design had organized recordings and clips of reporting in a chronological order. So during filming, we used verbal transitions such as back to you to ensure that our clips were in a chronological and a understanding manner so that when they were compiled, they'd be easy to follow. For our audio choices, we also use the same intro and the same outro music to again keep that coherency during the segment. We look for loud and exciting music at the right parts, but then throughout the entire video, we also made sure to use a quiet music that still had the audience's attention and that still grabbed their engagement. For our visual design, we focused on using the best methods of videography for when we were filming the fair. So these methods including taking the best angles and taking the best lighting to make sure that we had the best clips to put into our segment and that they would be very visually pleasing. We also focused on organizations' boards and their tables to convey information visually and for viewers to see what the table was about and what they really were. We also included a logo at the bottom of our news report to mimic that news style and to have that same mood and tone. And overall, we just decided to have a clean and coherent purple and blue color scheme throughout. We used contrasting to contrast text and our images and our videos for easy readability and so our viewers could understand what we were trying to convey. And we used relevant images and clips to maintain interest while also adding information. So thank you so much for listening.